guys, Will here with W.T.F Car Reviews, and today we're going to be reviewing this all-new 2022 Volvo XC90 T8 Recharge Inscription.
And before we start, I'd like to give a huge thanks to Rob and the rest of the management and staff here at Tampa Volvo for making this review possible. They have an impressive dealership. I'll leave a link to it below, and if you're looking for a premium vehicle in the Tampa area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out.
And for those of you guys who don't know, the XC90 has been Volvo's midsize three-row SUV since 2002. That's when the first generation was released. Originally coming equipped with a V6 and V8 options, updated for 2015 for its second generation, coming equipped strictly with a 2-liter turbocharged and supercharged engine, with the Momentum trim starting at $50,000, making around 250 horsepower, the T6 making closer to 310. But here we have the Recharge, which is a plug-in hybrid version of the XC90, and this is the top of the line, well, almost top of the line, Inscription T8 extended range. So the real top of the line would be the R design, which gives you some more sporty accents, but I know a lot of you guys don't really like the sporty accents. Here we still have that classy aluminized grille, subtle smoke chrome along the trim, so we're not getting all those black accents like you would with the R design. So this is more of a premium, classy look, starting around $72,000. Let's see what we get. So up front, you notice your full LED hammer style daytime running lights with the full LED headlights for the low and high beam. I'm really liking the design. Ton of lights in there. Really cool look. Aluminum looking grille with a Volvo badge. Forward facing camera beneath, and pretty massive airflow for this radiator and intercooler for this 2-liter turbocharged engine mated to the dual motor electric system, making a total output of 455 horsepower, 523 pound-feet of torque, enough to get this 5,000-pound SUV to 60 around 5 seconds. So really quick vehicle. Really liking the front styling. Looks super high quality and elegant. As far as the wheel and tire setup, also impressive. We get these aluminum and black contrasted 20-inch rims, just an old school T8 T6 Inscription brake caliper, same brake caliper that we had for the T6 Inscription. But the tires here for this 20-inch rims are 275/45 R20 Pirelli Scorpion Verde all-season tires. Some of the better all-season compounds in the business, and with this all-wheel drive system, should really be pretty capable off-road. I am liking the setup quite a bit. No plastic cladding, so I wouldn't recommend taking it through some serious trails. But if you need to go off-road in this SUV, it should be more than capable of doing so. We get a side sensor too. Of course, this vehicle has a full 360 sensing and camera, full front parking sensing too, if we didn't mention. Here we have the plug-in hybrid charge port, so it's just a push to open and you charge it right up. With a 240 volt system, you can charge this whole thing in around 4 or 5 hours, so pretty quick charging. LED turn signal on the black mirror, which is nice. The chrome on the outside is all smoke. It's not reflective. You cannot see my reflection through it, so thumbs up. It looks extremely high quality, kind of like an aluminum trim. Blacked out B-pillar, loving the tints for the rear and hatch area. Smart access for all four. Body color grab handles, but again, they're outlining that really nice smoke chrome, giving it a very distinguishing high quality look. The chrome strip beneath says Recharge in the lower left corner, which is also a nice touch. Same wheel and tire setup out rear, 275/45 R20 with the Pirelli Scorpion Verde all-season tires. An additional side sensor should really help when it comes to the 360. More rear parking sensing, LED tail lights with reverse light in the center. It does not say Volvo on the reverse light outside like it did on the XC60 we just reviewed, but of course XC90 Volvo. Shout out Volvo Cars Tampa, of course, here in Tampa, Florida. T8 all-wheel drive Recharge badge, and pretty sleek rear end, kind of typical for the XC90. We're kind of used to this design by now, but still looks extremely elegant. Of course, full rear parking sensing, chrome connecting the reflectors, and a chrome bumper applique. Volvo badge in the center with the rear wiper. I kind of wish they integrated it better with the third brake light and the spoiler up top, but not going to knock them too much. I am liking this rear end styling quite a bit. Very elegant look. As far as the exhaust tips, we do get dual exhaust. Not quite sure if I can pick it up for you, and you can hopefully get a good look at your air suspension. I'll show you guys right over here what the differences in this SUV are between its highest and lowest setting. But other than that, hopefully you can get a good sense of the exhaust tips. Let's start this 2-liter turbo up and hear how she sounds. Alright guys, that was of course the sound of the 2-liter turbo sold by Volvo for the all-new XC90 Recharge extended range. As soon as we figure out this latch, I know Volvo's always got these super tricky latches, but we figured it out, and watch this. This hood goes up insanely high. You really don't see that anywhere in the segment. All Volvo SUVs have really high opening hoods, but here you have it, the extended range dual motor electric 2-liter turbo, making 455 horsepower, 523 pound-feet of torque, enough to get this 5,000-pound 3-row SUV to 60 as quick as 5 seconds, maybe even a little bit quicker. Around the quickest that I've seen is around 5.3, but still great numbers. Connecting the two strut towers is that aluminum stick, which should almost function as a strut tower brace. But here you have it, your 2-liter turbo electric battery setup right next to it. We can shut this hood right up as soon as we get to the side because, again, it opens up really high up. There you have it, though. We'll take a step back. Hopefully you get one last look at the light pattern. Really liking those hammer-style daytime running lights. As far as the interior, of course, this is also where this SUV shines. Taking a step inside, we get that really soft stitched material up top, wood trim beneath, Bowers & Wilkins audio system, 3-person memory seats, aluminum door handle, aluminum beneath the wood, beautiful white beige leather material. We get the 4-way Power One touch windows, 4-wheel adjustable mirrors, which are auto folding, additional speaker beneath, and a third speaker for the bottom area. Of course, soft touch even below. No true cup holders, but you can easily fit a foot long, possibly 2 in there. Stepping inside, we get the Recharge illuminated aluminum nameplate. These seats are incredible. Check these out, guys. We get the beige seats, perforated, heated, and cooled or ventilated. Not available with the wood trim seats, but these Napa leather seats are heated and ventilated. The thigh support, huge thumbs up. You can recline, drop, lift, and slide the seats. You can adjust the bolstering extensions, the thigh support, and the massage function, 4-way lumbar control as well. As far as the comfort, though, we could take a step inside and really check it out. First thing we notice is the steering wheel. I'm loving the leather contrast with the black and I guess white leather. I'm not going to call it beige because it's a little bit too white to be called beige. The stitching material is nice. Cruise control settings on the left side. On the center, we get the Volvo horn area. It's all rubberized as far as the horn itself. Pretty aggressive sounding horn. People should definitely be getting out of your way. On the right side, we get the voice commands. You can adjust this infotainment, skip, and raise the volume of your songs. As far as the infotainment adjustments, right now we're looking at a digitally illuminated analog tach and speedometer. Goes to about 160 for the speedometer with a digital speedo in the center. Traffic sign recognition beneath that. On the right side, we get about a 6,400 RPM tachometer, which is nice. You can see what gear you're currently in, what mode you're currently in, gas level beneath that. All pretty nice features, and of course battery life above the gas level. But to the left of the steering wheel, we get the headlight and turn signal stock. Super satisfying click. Of course, auto headlamps. You get fog lights and your daytime running light controls. On the right side, rain sensing wipers. Also a fantastic feature. To the left of the steering wheel, interior brightness, trunk release, and the gas tank release. A little bit of secret storage. Also lined with felt. Nice feature. No power tilt and telescoping steering wheel. Volvo doesn't believe in that because they believe if you get into an accident, you want to be able to move the steering wheel out of your way. Oops. If need be. I accidentally pressing the horn, but the steering wheel still tilts and telescopes super far out. Try to get into a comfortable position. I'm liking that wood trim above the controls with more aluminum stitching around the air vents. We get the stitching for the dashboard too. Additional speaker for your Bowers & Wilkins sound system, which sounds absolutely incredible, guys. We get the 9-inch vertically positioned touchscreen. We get the drive modes, which include constant all-wheel drive, pure, which we can't actually access right now, hybrid, power, and off-road. We'll start this review off in hybrid, transition to power, try out pure, and just see what the overall differences are. As soon as the screen closes out, you guys can see everything that's available. We get the camera parked in and parked out, heads-up display adjustments, also a nice feature. Hopefully I can pick up that heads-up display for you guys. Not quite as impressive as vehicles like the new EV6. Some of the BMWs have a more impressive heads-up display, but still pretty nice. It's competitive with the lower trim BMWs and the Mazda systems. And the GM, it is a nice heads-up display. The headrest fold is a nice feature. You press this camera button, and you can see your rear view camera. You can zoom too. Like, I've never seen like a zoomable camera, but it's nice. You get the 360 view too. Overhead, you can see your front-facing camera. Go back to 360. You can check out your blind spots, which is also nice. Both blind spots can be checked out. And of course, your rear view camera with guidance lines and trajectory, all big thumbs ups. The climate adjustments are beneath. You can adjust the vents. You can have auto climate too, max AC, heated and ventilated seats controlled right here. Nice, but that's about it. My personal favorite to look at all times would actually just be the map. And the map itself has a really responsive screen to it. There's no plastic on the screen currently, so it's a really nice touch overall. On the right side, we have FM Sirius Bluetooth sound experience. You can adjust the treble, bass, driver performance. We can see what's available here, average fuel consumption, and all of that. But like I said, my personal favorite to look at all times would just be the map, so we will do exactly that. Air vents are surrounded in more of that aluminum, beautiful stitch material with the wood beneath it. I love that tan soft touch material surrounding this entire interior. More wood surrounding these buttons. I kind of wish we had more climate adjustments here. So we have the defrosters for the mirrors and the windshield. I just kind of wish we had the vent speed and the overall temperature adjustments here as well, so it was a little bit easier, didn't have to go through the touchscreen. But I'm sure most owners will get used to it. I'm liking this leather trim surrounding where your knee will often hit. The XC60 Recharge that we just reviewed did not have that. More wood, which is hiding a 12 volt and a slight amount of storage for some coins. Wireless charging pad, which is nice. 2 cup holders, pretty well sized. You can open it up right here. You can also close this entire region with it, which exposes more of that really nice wood trim. Engine start stop button. To turn it on, you turn to the right. To turn it off, you also turn to the right. Electronic parking brake, auto brake hold. I'm liking this crystal shifter. It says Au revoirs Sweden on it. I'm sure I did not pronounce that correctly, but let me know in the comment section how it would be pronounced. To put the car into reverse, you single click back. Actually, that's neutral, sorry. You single click forward to put it into reverse. Single click back puts you in neutral. Drive, and once you're in drive, it still leaves you in your backup camera. Well, okay, after a few seconds, it goes back to its original screen. You might be wondering, where are the manual shift controls? Because you don't see any plus or minuses here, and there's no paddle shifters, unfortunately, either. But you pull this lever back one more time, you notice the B, minus, and plus on your screen, so you can adjust right here, left and right, upshift right, B2, B3. You can actually start this SUV off in 3rd gear, which is cool, and throw it back into 1st by smacking it left and right. Nice, but we can put it back into park simply by pressing this button. The vehicle returns into park. All pretty cool. That stitching integrates super nicely with this armrest, which is also pretty soft. You open it up, not the most space. Similar to the XC60, maybe about an inch deeper. We get 2 USB ports, no USB-Cs, unlike the XC60. I'd expect you to fit 3 12-ounce cans in there. That's about it, not the most space. You press this button, it exposes a massive glove box, though, so if you need the space, you got 2 tiers of storage. I'd expect you to fit between 30, maybe even plus. License plates should easily fit 2 pairs of shoes. It's lined with felt, and the outside is a soft touch material. Super high quality interior, guys. We get the frameless mirror with 3 garage home link settings on it. Interior lighting, which is LED. Cool. You pull this back, it exposes the panoramic moonroof, which has a massive piece of glass. Not a true sunshade. It's like kind of hollowed out to allow a little bit of light into the cabin even when the shade's open. You want to open up this moonroof, though. It opens pretty far out. Check it out. And I'm pretty sure it opens even farther than that. Yes, it does. So almost out. Well, actually goes all the way out to the 2nd row, so it brings in a ton of light. We can poke our way out of here. It's a pretty hot day today in Tampa, Florida. It's sunny and 92 degrees. I'm sure it's only going to get hotter from here, but we can close this thing up so we can sit in some pretty comfortable air-conditioned areas. But anyway, we can take a look at this window sticker, see any features that I may have missed. Again, we get the XC90 Recharge T8 Inscription with extended range, basically top of the line XC90 performance. We get the dual electric motors hooked up to this 312 horsepower direct injection 4-cylinder with a turbocharger and 295 pound-feet of torque, boosting us up to 455 horsepower and 523 pound-feet of torque with this 143 horsepower electric motor. 18.8 kilowatt hour high voltage 270 to 400 volt battery, dual voltage 110 volt 220 volt charging cable, all-wheel drive, electric power assisted steering, adjustable drive mode settings, 20-inch alloy wheels. Audio technology similar to the T6 Inscription that we already reviewed. You can take a look at all the standard features, Harman & Kardon premium audio system. This specific vehicle has a $3,200 Bowers & Wilkins system. Safety and security, LED headlamps, loaded with advanced safety features. You got just about everything you possibly want or need, including whiplash protection system, whips, in the front seat, which will really help the front seat passengers stay even safer than in other high quality SUVs. Luxury and convenience, you get the 7-passenger seating. We'll check all those out. Panoramic moonroof, Napa leather upholstery, or Taylor wood blend. We specifically have the Napa leather upholstery. Integrated roof rails, chrome window trim, which is a smoke chrome. It's a nice looking chrome. Keyless entry, hidden tailpipes, 4-zone auto climate control with clean zone. All nice features. Inscription features include the bright chrome bars in the front grille with chrome window trim, Napa leather or Taylor wood blend upholstery, vented front seats, which is not available. The Taylor wood blend front seats are power with power lumbar and memory, power adjustable side support front seats only, available with only the Napa upholstery, power cushion extension for the front seats, heated front seats, wood decoration inlay, 20-inch Inscription alloy wheels, tailored dashboard and upper door panels, interior high-level illumination, Sensus Navigation Pro. Harman Kardon comes standard. We get the 4-zone auto climate control, recharge tread plates, and front sun curtain side windows. That's a mouthful. The advanced package for $1,700 gets us the graphical heads-up display, 360 surround view camera, air quality with advanced air cleaner. The grocery bag holder runs you an additional $300. This beautiful metallic paint runs you $700, $770 for the protection package Premier, $300 for the integrated center booster cushion, $3,200 for this bumping Bowers & Wilkins sound system, but the Harman Kardon still sounds very good. Park Assist Pilot for $200, air suspension with CCD for $1,800, $1,100 destination charge totals this vehicle out a tick over $82,000. May sound expensive, but this is a fully loaded midsize 3-row SUV, luxury premium midsize SUV with 455 horsepower, 523 pound-feet of torque. We'll check all that out once you take it out for a drive. Charge time 5 hours with 240 volts, 66 mpges, 36 miles of driving range with the electric only. I read 35, but on the window sticker it says 36, and 530 miles of total range. 26 combined mpgs, which is pretty good for a mid-sized 3-row SUV. You can put this thing back. That's about it for all the features. We'll leave the sunshade open so you guys can see how much light is brought into the cabin once we hop out back. But that's about it again for the front seat and features. Let's check out the back seat, see how much space is offered back there, as well as the overall quality of the materials. All right, guys, taking a step inside the back seat of the 2022 XC90 Recharge Extended Range. Sunshade up top. We still get the soft stitch material beneath that, though, which is nice. Wood trim beneath, Bowers & Wilkins, 3 speakers on the door panel, super soft white leather trim, auto one touch for the rear window. You press this button and it opens up the window. It doesn't open up the sunshade like it does in the higher trim BMW cars. The rear seats are nice. We get an aluminum little nameplate, no name on it though. The rear seats, decent little bolstering supports. I'm really liking this white leather though. The legroom seems pretty impressive too. I'm 6 feet tall, sitting behind my seat settings, and let's check it out. Pretty impressive, guys. I have plenty of room for my feet. My knees have at least like 4 or 5 inches of space. The seats are also adjustable, but we're currently in the farthest back setting. Pretty impressive though. We get the cargo nets behind both seats, 4th zone auto climate control, 2 air vents, two USB-C ports, which is nice. A nice little padded tray. So although there is a little pass-through area for the 4-wheel drive system, it's still nice to get that little padded area so the third passenger in the middle does have a nice little area to put their feet without worrying about making this interior super dirty. The air vents, we have additional ones in both of the B pillars. The center armrest cubby gets a string. You don't have to jab your hand through it. Not the most space, actually very little amount of padding. The cup holders are tiny. Probably not even going to fit a 12-ounce bottle unless you squeeze it in. Probably just reserved for a Red Bull-sized cup. But I'm pretty impressed with the back seat overall. The space is impressive. The quality is impressive. Ton of light brought into this cabin thanks to that moonroof, which goes literally out into the trunk or third row, which we'll check out in 1 second. And speaking of the third row, let's do exactly that and check it out. So to access the third row, you simply pull this latch back and the seat slides forward for you, which is nice. You can just step right inside. I smacked my head right against that roof line, but again, you're not going to be putting 6 feet tall passengers back here very frequently. But overall, pretty impressive. It would be a little bit more comfortable with the captain chairs up front, but my knee is not hitting the rear seat. It's kind of stuck in between. The middle seat kind of pokes into my knee a little bit, but I do like how you have a little separation between the 2 passengers back here, so they're not going to really be bumping knees. You can just share a little bit of the center area. I'm impressed though. For somebody that's 6 feet tall to be able to sit here is definitely a thumbs up. My head is just about starting to touch, but Still a pretty comfortable position. We get the air vent that can blow directly into your face on both B-pillars. Interior lighting, which is LED, and we get cup holders, as well as not quite sure what this would be, but we do get it. That's about it though for the third row seat. We can push this seat right back up. I'll show you how easy or difficult it is to get out of here. Hopefully I don't smack my head again, but I did not. We live and we learn. Close up the second row seat, try to be a little more gentle with it. But as far as the trunk area, when the key's in our pocket, we just have to slide our foot underneath the tailgate and it opens right up, which is convenient when you have a bunch of grocery bags. Unfortunately, with all these floor mats, we're not going to really get a good sense of the trunk space for the third rows up, but hopefully you guys still can. We get a little bit of secret storage beneath these floor mats. It's going to be kind of tough to access it. Hopefully you guys can see a little bit of secret storage beneath. We can drop these third row seats. You have to actually pull the latch, but it's nice that the headrest falls for you as soon as you do so. And now you can see that this trunk area is really large. You fold those rear seats down, looks like 33, 33, 33. I would expect you to fit up to an 80, maybe 85-inch TV back here. This is a really large trunk space, larger than the Acura MDX that we reviewed in this channel. That's kind of like the standard I want to keep this segment in, especially with the XC90, although this vehicle outperforms just about all MDXs, even the new Type S. But we can check out this little area, which you can throw some grocery bags in and wouldn't expect them to be flying around. And as far as this air suspension, it's adjustable right here. You can press this up button or down button and it falls all the way down. You press the up button and it comes right back up. Pretty nice feature, guys. We can close this tailgate up just by pressing this button back here. And as soon as it closes up, we can take this 2022 XC90 T8 all-wheel drive Recharge out for a drive. All right, guys, now we're just about seeing everything we need to see with the inside and outside of this all-new 2022 Volvo XC90 Recharge T8 Inscription. We'll take this window sticker down because I know that's gonna be the first thing that goes when we take this thing out for a drive. And we're starting off right now. Let's throw it out into just hybrid mode. We'll start off in hybrid, transition into power, and then pure mode, see what the differences are. This car, of course, is rated to run up to 36 miles of pure electric range. But right here, pretty steep speed bump. Wow, it's pretty composed. The rear feels softer than the front. Kind of understandable thanks to the air suspension. But I'm liking it. The steering feels not too light when it's in hybrid mode. It doesn't feel heavy by any means. It's definitely no BMW, but it feels direct and it has a decent amount of heft to it. Not quite as light as the Audi or Mercedes cars we reviewed in this channel, which is nice. It definitely gives a nice planted, connected feel through the road, and it sounds really quiet. I'll do a window check right here. Remember, it's super slow how the windows come down at first, and they're not dual pane, but these are by far the thickest single pane windows I've ever felt in my life. And we get a laminated moonroof, which is also nice. But the ride quality here, it's impressive. We hit these bumps and you feel just about nothing. The rear feels incredibly composed and throttle feels nice and responsive. We can take a step right out onto this road. Over here, lean into it about half throttle in hybrid mode. Ooh, good torque, but not as much off the line instantly as compared to power mode. We'll try an acceleration right here off the line in hybrid mode. Fix this rear view mirror. I should have done that before we started this drive, but right here off the line, hybrid mode on the gas. Not a lot. There we go. Ooh, feels real strong. Now we can try one out in the power mode and just see what the differences are. So right here, power mode on the gas. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that feels noticeably stronger on the brake. Speed bump, super smooth. Oh, that torque. Yeah, this thing is nice to drive. We can take a step out onto this road, try another acceleration run in power mode. So right here, power mode, and on the gas. Oh my gosh, yeah. But all right, guys, taking a step out onto this multiple lane highway, we can open her up a little bit more on the gas. Oh my gosh, yeah. This thing can really move. It doesn't feel a whole lot slower than that Polestar XC60 we just reviewed in this channel. But as far as like the pure EV mode, let's check it out right here. We actually can't use it right now. We have to wait for the regenerative braking to give us a little bit more. We'll keep an eye on it though. Pretty impressive. Stepping out to this highway, half throttle. Yeah, this thing can move. It doesn't quite sound as aggressive as this car really is, but boy, this thing is pretty fun to drive. And right here, looks like we're allowed to use pure EV mode. So in the pure EV mode, keeping up with traffic is not hard. We can still accelerate. This is about half throttle in pure EV. Not bad. But we'll try an acceleration off the line at some point in this review and really see how the pure EV mode is. But I'm pretty sure it's just going to activate the hybrid if you really step in the gas hard in pure EV. But on this concrete pavement, it sounds extremely quiet. We'll try to make a U-turn here as soon as we can, make our way back to Volvo Cars of Tampa. But in the meantime, we'll do a couple more tests with this SUV. But yeah, I'm really liking how quiet this vehicle is on this concrete pavement. I don't remember the T6 Inscription being quite this quiet. I also feel like the ride quality here might be a little bit softer too. Not sure. I like to compare the two back to back, of course, but it doesn't seem like we're gonna have the chance to do so. This feels like a great luxury SUV, super quiet in the interior. The ride quality is excellent. Tech, awesome. The 9-inch touchscreen, 12.3-inch digital display. I'm really loving it. We get the frameless rear view mirror stitching just about everywhere. I wish I could demonstrate the Bowers & Wilkins sound system, but you can take my word for it. It sounds absolutely incredible. But as soon as this light turns green, we'll try out a real world U-turn, try out an acceleration run in the pure EV mode, and I'll catch back with you in 1 second. All right, guys, taking a step out in the pure EV mode. Looks like this guy's also making a U-turn, but we're gonna follow him. Pure EV on the gas about halfway. We don't want the hybrid to kick in, but this is an acceleration in pure EV mode. Look at that. 50. Yeah, we get the speed limit miles an hour relatively quickly. We got up there just as quick as he did in pure EV mode. We throw this thing into power mode, we're gonna just fly right by him like he's not even there. But overall, you can see this is an impressive SUV. There's really not much for you not to like. It's extremely quiet. It has all the space in the world. I'm 6 feet tall. I was able to comfortably sit in the second row, and in those same seat settings, I was able to sit behind myself in the third row with pretty much just enough headroom. My head was starting to touch, leg room, my knees were starting to touch, but I'm 6 feet tall. You throw somebody that's 5'8", 5'9" back there, they're gonna be pleasantly surprised with the spaciousness of the back seat. And we're still in pure EV mode. We're just cruising along at highway speeds in pure EV. This is a very capable vehicle, over 140 horsepower, over 200 pound-feet of torque just with the electric motors. Really strong, guys. Really not much to not like. One more time, we could do a highway pull in power mode. We'll slow down a little bit just so you guys can get a good sense and just so I don't break the rules too badly. But right here on the gas, oh my gosh, yeah, let's go. Yeah, this thing will blow the doors off of just about every luxury 3-row SUV under like about $85,000, $90,000, except for like the Durango Hellcat, of course. That's an exception to the rule. But it's gonna keep up with the SRTs. This will keep up with a 6.4 Durango, 0 to 60 around 5 seconds, guys. This is a really fast SUV, and you got the luxury to back it up. Look at this wood trim. Bowers & Wilkins audio system is incredible. I'm not sure if you guys can pick up that heads-up display. It's pretty small and in a pretty tricky location for you, but overall, I'm loving it. The seats are extremely comfortable. The lights are beautiful. Those hammer style daytime runners are really incredible. I'm liking this. I would definitely recommend paying the extra couple $1,000 for the Recharge extended range Inscription over just the T6 Inscription, which is still gonna run you about $70,000 if you have it well equipped. So for the extra $10,000, go with the extended range dual motor electric, because it's going to be a much better performer, and it actually feels just as, if not more, luxurious. All in all, guys, as you see, I'm super impressed with this T8 Inscription extended range. It's a great SUV, probably one of the best 3-row SUVs that we reviewed in this channel so far. Actually, definitely the best 3-row SUV. I think this is better than the MDX Type S. especially considering that this is better equipped than the MDX Type S with the advanced package, gets better fuel economy, and it'll blow the doors off of it off the line. I'm not kidding. The MDX doesn't stand a chance. The MDX Type S doesn't stand a chance against this SUV in an acceleration line, at least to about like 75, 80 miles an hour. It may pick up after that with its twin turbo V6, but for like daily acceleration, this thing is not even close. And you can put it in hybrid mode, you can put it in pure mode, so 35 miles of range. That's impressive. So if you live like 15, 16 miles away from work, you recharge it every single morning, you can get to work and back on just pure mode and just recharge it up in the morning and you're good to go. So assuming you have $70,000 to $80,000 to spend on a 3-row luxury SUV, I would definitely recommend checking this one out. And huge thanks to Volvo Cars in Tampa, Florida for making this review possible. Really impressive dealership, super kind staff. I would definitely recommend anybody in the Tampa area looking for a new premium car or SUV to check these guys out. And huge thanks to all you guys for watching. Again, I had a great time making this video. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. You guys know I have endless gratitude for all the subscribers. You know, the channel is just not possible without you guys, and I really have a huge appreciation for each and every one of your constant support. But again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Leave a like too. It really helps me out the YouTube algorithm. That's how these videos get promoted to new people. Leave a comment. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you don't like. Leave a comment. Let me know if there's any specific cars or trucks you'd like to see reviewed in this channel too. Let me know what the trim levels are, and I'll definitely try to get those videos for you as soon as possible. But other than that, again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope all of you have a great day.